Okay guys, so in this video, let's see that how do we use the Caddy server for automatic SSL. So for demonstration purposes, what I'll be doing, I'll be spinning up a Node.js Express application on my server, and then I would be reverse proxying using the Caddy server so that I can get automatic SSL. And trust me guys, to get the Let's Encrypt free certificate for your domain, you don't have to mess with Certbot or anything else. You don't have to write a single line of code for that. It would be all automatic using the Caddy server. So for this application, what I've done is this, that I've created a droplet on DigitalOcean, and it's a virtual private server. So if you don't know that how to create a droplet on DigitalOcean, then you can watch my video that is linked above. And if you don't already have an account on DigitalOcean, then you can sign up with the link in the description below, from which you will get $100 to spend for 2 months. And for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use this GitHub repo, though you can also use this repo for experimental purposes. It is there in the GitHub. It is a simple Node.js Express application, and my domain is hosted on GoDaddy, from where we would be managing our DNS records. That is to point our domain to our server's IP address. So let's go to our droplet here, and we can see that the IP address of my server is this, or our droplet is this IP address. So let me copy this IP address and let me SSH into this server. And it is a very basic $5 per month server that I have hosted on droplet, that I have hosted on DigitalOcean, and it basically used the CentOS 8 stream. So let's go here and let me SSH into the server here. And if you don't know that how to create a server, or if you don't know that how to SSH into a server, then you can watch my video that is again linked above, and all the videos which I am referring to would also be in the description below. So here inside this server, what I've done, it is a pretty virgin server and there is nothing much installed here. The only things that are installed here is this, that I've updated the OS, and then I've installed a couple of utility packages like the Vim, Git, and NetTools to see that what ports are open. So the first thing we need to do is this, that I need to clone this repo. So let me go here. Let me simply copy this path here. That is the HTTPS path of our repo. And here we are inside the root folder of our killer user. If I do who am I, then the username which I'm using here is killer. So what I'll do, I'll simply clone this repo into my home directory and let it clone, and it would take only a moment or so. So now let me simply do ls here, and now we see that we have this folder called demo express. So let me clear out the screen and let me cd into that demo express folder. So now if we do ls here, we see that we have the app.js file, package.json file, and so on and so forth. So firstly, the first thing which I need to do is to do npm install. So I can do npm I to install the dependencies for this project or for this express application, and it would take a moment or so. And now what I'm going to do, let me clear the screen, and now I'm going to simply do node app.js to start the application, and we can see that the application is started on localhost port 3000. And let's simply go to this domain here. Let me copy the IP address, and let me go to this IP address and this port 3000, and we should see a response from our server here, and we can see that we are getting back a response that is message awesome, it works, and just ignore this env bar here. So we see that our application is running on this port 3000. So let me open another terminal here and let me SSH once more into this thing here. And let me show you the open ports on my system here as of now. So for that, I can do netstat -tln, and basically this netstat comes from the NetTools package that I installed on my Linux instance. So we see that our server is up and running on port 3000, but what we want is this, that we want to bind this port or this application, that is this Node.js application, only to localhost, and this should not be accessible to the world on port 3000. So what we can do, we can simply edit the app.js file. So let me stop the server here. Let me stop the server and let me minimize this thing here once again. So I don't intend to do that. So let me minimize this. And now what I'll do, I'll simply open my app.js file in Vim. So Vim app.js. And now what I'll do, I can simply use this thing here, that is, instead of app.listen on port only, I can simply provide in one more argument. So let me go to the insert mode, and I can provide here localhost like this, and now I can simply write and quit. And now if I do node app.js, and if I start my application, and now if I open another tab here, and if I open another SSH window here to the server, and let me clear out once again, and now if I do netstat -tln to see the open ports, we see that now this port 3000 is bind to only localhost and our application would not be accessible on port 3000. So if I refresh this page, we see that we are not getting back a response. So now we see that our Node.js application is only bound to localhost. So now what we need to do, we need to access this application through a reverse proxy that is using the Caddy server. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to stop the application. And let me also minimize this thing here. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to install a server called Caddy. So the installation of this Caddy server is pretty simple. So let's go to the documentation here. And here we can go to this install tab here or this install button here. And whatever Linux instance you are using, you can find the official install instructions here. And since I'm using CentOS, so let me click on CentOS. And even for Ubuntu, you can find it here as well. But since I'm using CentOS, so let me simply use this thing here, that is this thing here. So let me copy it and let's go to our terminal or to our machine here. And here what I'll do, I need to install that thing using the sudo command. And so let me do this and it would take a moment or so. And now this is complete. So let's go back. Let's copy the another command here. So let's copy this and let me paste it here again with the sudo keyword. And let's press yes. And now the repository has been successfully enabled. And now what I can do, I can simply sudo install or sudo dnf install Caddy to install the Caddy server. So let me clear out. So I'll do sudo dnf install Caddy and it would install the Caddy server. So let's press yes. And again, it would take a moment or so. So let's press Y again. So now as we can see, Caddy has been installed. So let me clear out the screen. And now if I go to my this another tab of my SSH client, and now if I do netstat-tln, we see that we have only these ports open, that is 111 and 22. And we see that the Caddy server is not yet started. So what I can do to start the Caddy server, I can simply do Caddy run, simply like this. And now it prints out something. You don't need to worry about that thing, but just to show you that what ports it opens right now, we can see that now we have a server running on localhost, that is localhost on port 2019. And this is for admin purposes of Caddy because Caddy can use JSON API to manage your servers, but we are not going into too much details about that. So what I'll do, I'll stop the server once again and let me minimize this thing here and let me clear out the screen. And now inside this folder of my application, what I can do, I can create a file called Caddy files. So let me create a file called Caddy file like this. And now inside this file, I need to write only a couple of things. So let me go to the insert mode. And now what I'll do, since I have a domain hosted here on GoDaddy, that is nightowl.fun. So let me copy this domain here. And here I would write a block here. So since I am in insert mode, let me paste it here, nightowl.fun. And then I open the curly braces and then I close the curly braces. And here what I'll do, inside this curly braces, I'll simply provide in one line here, that is reverse proxy. So reverse proxy to 127.0.0.1:3000, because our node application should be running on 127.0.0.1 on port 3000. And now if I simply escape and write and quit and see that we only need to write this line of code, that is reverse proxy all the requests coming to nightowl.fun to this localhost port 3000. That is our Node.js instance. So that's all what we need to do inside this Caddy file. And again, you can see that I've not done anything related to SSL as of now, but it would be automatically created for our site. So let me write and quit. So now we have created this Caddy file here inside this folder. So if I do Caddy file, we see that this is the content that we paste, that we wrote inside this file. And now what I can do, I can simply do node, or let me install a package manager or a process manager called PM2 to run this application. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply install PM2. So sudo npm install -g to install it globally, PM2. That is a process manager so that our application can be run in background forever. So again, it would take a moment or so to install PM2. So now PM2 has been installed. So let me clear out the screen. So we can start the application using pm2 start. So we can say pm2 start app.js like this. And we see that our application should be up and running on, or let me do pm2 ls to see the running Node.js application, and we can see that our application is running. And let me clear out the screen once again, and if I do netstat-tln, we can see our application up and running. So let me do again netstat-tln. We can see that our application is running on port 3000 and our Caddy server is not yet running. So now what I'm going to do, if I do ls here, we see that we have a Caddy file which contains a reverse proxy from our nightowl.fun thing, or our nightowl.fun domain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to point this domain, that is nightowl.fun, to my server here, that is to this IP address. So let me copy this IP address and let's go to our domain manager and let me create a record here. So let me create an A record here. The name would be @ and the value would be this IP address, and TTL would be like half an hour. So let me create this A record here, and this A record has been created. And again, I'm going to create one more A record. So A record, and it should be www, and the IP address would be again this IP address, and time to live would be half an hour. So let me click on add record. And we see that I've created only 2 A records here. That is the @ record which points to this IP address, and a www record to which points again to this IP address. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to my terminal here. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the caddy using the sudo command. So sudo caddy run like this. And since the caddy file is present inside this demo express directory, so I can simply do sudo caddy run and it would automatically pick up this caddy file to reverse proxy a request to our Node.js application. So let me press enter, and we see that we get some informations here. So let's try to access the domain here. So let's go to this nightowl.fun and let's paste it here. And we see that we are getting back a response. And the thing which we are interested in here is this, that if we see, we get a lock icon here, and if we click here, we see that the connection is secure. And if I click here, we can check the certificate here. And if you can see it, so let me increase it. We see that this certificate is issued by R3, and let me go to the details here, and we see that the organization is Let's Encrypt. So we see that without messing with Certbot or without talking to Let's Encrypt, we have the automatic Let's Encrypt certificate that is issued to our domain here, and we did not do anything about it. So you might be wondering that currently this application is running here, and there and if I simply log out to this log out from this SSH session, then the application would be stopped. So that is very true. So for that, what we need to do, we need to enable Caddy to run as a service here. So let me stop the application again, and let me also do pm2 stop app.js like this, and the application is stopped here. So let me also, so what I need to do here is this, that let me minimize this window. So what I need to do here is this, we need to do 2 things. That is, we need to run pm2 as a service and Caddy also as a service. So what we need to do, we need to create a startup script for pm2 also. So let me do pm2 startup so that we can start pm2 on server reboots. So we see that the init system is systemd, and to set up a startup script, we simply need to copy and paste the following command. So let me simply copy and paste, copy this command from here, and let me paste it here. And we see that pm2 has been installed as a service. And now what I can do, I can clear out the screen. And now to start Caddy as a service, what I can do, I can say sudo systemctl. So systemctl start Caddy like this, and the service is started, and we need to also enable Caddy so that it starts on server reboot. So I can say sudo systemctl enable Caddy. And now we created a symlink. So let me clear out the screen once again. And now what I'm going to do, since Caddy would be started as a service, so the Caddy file which we created inside this directory, that is this Caddy file, would not be accessible by that Caddy instance, that is a service instance. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm simply going to copy the contents of this Caddy file, and we would be pasting it inside the default Caddy file that is present inside the etc folder. So let me go to the etc folder, let me go to Caddy like this. And if I do ls here, we see that we have a caddy file here. So let me open this caddy file, and to write to this caddy file, I cannot open it directly using the vim editor, but instead I need to prefix the sudo command here. So sudo vim caddy file, like this. And now here what I can do, I can go to the insert mode, and here I can paste in that block of code that is for our domain here, that is nightowl.fun. And now here what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the rest of the stuff here. So let me remove each and every line from here because that is not required here. So let me do this, and let me do write and quit. And now I can do sudo caddy start to run the caddy server in background. So sudo caddy start instead of run. Okay, we see that we are getting this error that is bind address is already in use. So let me do netstat -t-ln. So we see that caddy is already running. So what I can do, I can simply do sudo caddy, not cassie, but caddy stop. And let me clear out, and let me again do netstat -t-ln. And now we can see that caddy is not running. And now we can issue this command, that is sudo caddy start, like this, and our server is up and running in background. And we can see this message here, that is caddy is running in background. And now what I can do, and let me cd into the root folder, that is my home folder for this current user, and let me cd into demo express, and let me do pm2 start app.js, like this, and our application is started. And let me do pm2 save, and it is saved. So now what I can do, let me go to my browser here, and let me reload, and let's see that if everything is working fine. And we can force reload the page by pressing shift, and we can see that our application is up and running, and we also have the certificate here. So we can again validate it here that we have the certificate that is issued by Let's Encrypt here. So you can check the validity here. And now what I can do, I can simply reboot my server, and let's check that if our application is restarted on reboots. So reboot. So it should be sudo reboot because I'm not the sudo user here. I am the sudo user here, but I'm not the root user here. So I need to issue sudo reboot. So let me do sudo reboot, and our connection has been closed. And now let's wait for a couple of seconds before we can SSH into the server. So let's wait for a couple of seconds. Until then, let me go to nightowl.fun. We see that we are not able to reach this thing here, but in a moment or so, we would be good to go. So let's try to SSH once more. And we see that our server is up and running because we can SSH into it. So let's go back to our browser here, and let's try to force reload the page so that we can check that if the application is up and running. And now we see that our application is up and running once again, so that our services are running properly, the PM2 service and the Caddy service. And again, guys, that whatever I've done here is that the only line I provided there was the reverse proxy thing. That is reverse proxy all my requests on port 80 or port 443 to my Node.js application. So that's all what I did. I did not wrote any code related to SSL certificates, and it is all automatically done by the Caddy server. And it also redirects whatever requests are coming to HTTP to HTTPS. And if you want to understand more about Caddy, then you can read the documentation here. And it's a pretty good project, and it is written in Go. So you can have a look at the Caddy documentation, because it is not only about this reverse proxy thing. There are much more things that you can do with this Caddy thing, and it is written in Go. So guys, that's all about this video. So if you have liked the video till now, and if you were here with me till now, do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already did. So thank you. Bye bye. Tata. Take care and have a good day and have a great day.